Hey, how's it going? I'm Dan Fredenberg, and this is Improve at Chess Review. I'm here with my boy Cheat Code. This is one of Cheat Code's games, so I'm excited about this. And this is the fried liver. Now, on this one, you're white on this one, so that you start off with e4. He responds with e5, very common. Okay, so then now you put out your knight, which threatens his pawn, and he covers it with his knight. Okay, you opt for this is Italian, and
because I like Italian.
yeah, so it's
And pizza.
so yeah, right. And if the bishop moved over here, then that would be a Spanish game, a Ruy Lopez.
Yeah, but I don't know the lines for that one.
There's a gazillion lines, and I'm in the process of learning it right now, and it is just nuts. And of course, it also depends on if you actually take the knight or if you back off and let this keep on expanding. Because anytime you move right here, this pawn is almost definitely coming out to try and kick him. And if you move back, this will come out here, this pawn will come up here, meaning that you have to move that, which is actually good because it actually threatens this pawn right here. And it's kind of hard to understand that when you're first starting. But anyway, let's continue into this fried liver here. So the next knight comes out. There's one advantage about this, which is that this knight targets this pawn, and there's no backup for the pawn. But this is where things start to get ugly for black. Yeah, exactly. This is where it's really fun because this is the fried liver. Okay, so he decides to block.
Take with the pawn.
Okay, and I keep on forgetting what to call you on this show. So cheat code. So cheat code takes the pawn.
I want to say this part.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So after the knight takes the pawn, and then I shall sacrifice the knight.
Right, exactly. This is a huge move. It looks kind of ridiculous, but it's forking the queen and the rook, and so because of that, you have to do something about this. You can't just ignore it and continue with development. And because it's a fork, if the queen just gets moved out somehow, then he gets the rook, and but if he takes with the king, then that has a couple of different problems, which I'm sure we're going to see.
Yep. It's the most common move with 90% of people doing that.
Right, exactly. So cheat code brings his queen out for another check. He moves back, taking the knight, still threatening this knight, and covered by the queen. So the queen can't even come in here and take it. So he moves over here, and then he gets another knight, and it's check. So he has to react to this right now. Out comes the bishop, takes the bishop too. He's just cleaning up all these pieces here. So king moves over there. Queen takes the pawn because that threatens this rook right here. So he takes the bishop, takes the rook.
Takes the other rook.
Right, takes the other rook, and then
he resigns.
He resigns. Now
Which,
there's...
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. Now, of course, if you compare the material, you'll notice that there are so many pawns here, just ready to promote when they have the chance. And you've also got this extra knight.
Development though, but
Yeah, this extra knight and two rooks.
Because we've got like 1 bajillion material.
Right, exactly. So he'd have to somehow make a battery with this bishop and queen without you having anything to cover, which is just not going to happen. So that was a fun little game from Chilean Pawn. Thanks for watching. Watch more episodes on chesswithinvestors.com, and if you want to appear on the show, you can see the instructions to connect with me on LinkedIn at the bottom of the page. See you next time. Bye.